Yes, sir. Yeah, from here, the body instrumental, I don't know, so this is the streets, according to me, your boy Shelz. Heard right here on the Bridge 99 FM, dog. You don't know the thing, go people. How you doing? I hope everybody's alright. Hope everybody take care of themselves. You know, as always, you know, we have lots to discuss, you know, real issues, real conversations, and you don't know, of course, with some real people. Remember, you know, you can be a part of the conversation by reaching out to me on all social media platforms. Just find the Bridge 99 and just be like, yo, hashtag Shelz Street, SHELZ Street. If me a chat foolishness, if you want to come slide tackle me, you can just find the Bridge 99 and say, hey, we need to chat to Shelz, we need Shelz to talk about this. Just find them, zine, hashtag Shelz Streets. But if the Bridge 99 make you nervous, if a social media guy Andrew make you nervous, you can always say, yo, just reach me. You can just reach me on my IG at everything_Shelly. Everything Shelly. And you can slide talking me there. Just DM me with us. You can just have a reasoning. You can even forward in a studio. I will have vibes with me. Nothing wrong with that. See? Anyways. Oh, also, you know, Bridge Nation. You can also, people, a part of the Bridge Nation, if you wish to be a bridge builder. Now, what's a bridge builder? I'm going to tell you what I'm going. I think people quite understand the vibes or where forward with. Bridge builders are the persons. If you know you have a little business, a little product or something, and you don't know, so the bridge are the bridge to the world. To the where? To the what? Alright. So what you know? If you want to promote the thing and just do business with us, you can contact our sales department at 876-669-5000. 876-669-5000. Don't message me for tell Kurt Riley for play that mixtape. You can just call, link the sales department. 876-669-5000. No, something interesting always happens. As I always say on every show, it's very difficult coming up with topics for every show. Not because we don't know what we're talking about, it's that after we put the planning and vibration in, all of a sudden our bag of topics pop up. So, myself and my lovely team here at the Bridge, we decided to do something called, you know, like a Shelz trending topics type of thing. You see me? Just in case, you know, when I fall up my ear, my sister, something happened just a while ago, we can talk about it and go on like me know what I go on. See? So first and foremost, that song they go. Oh, I saw the reggae boys tune go. Easy. Yeah, the reggae boys, they survived. They survived that you don't know. Yeah, the match just concluded, isn't it? If you live under a rock, you don't know. Oh, yeah, alright, Shannon. Yeah, them not gonna work up. But still, you know what I mean? Hold on, them not gonna work up for real. It's over. All hopes dashed, no little playoff, nothing. That's it? Chano. Well, as we said, we survived. You see me? If you missed it, guys, you know, we just played the United States at the National Stadium. It's a big deal. I heard it was, you can correct me if I'm wrong, the anniversary of when we qualified for the World Cup, right? Yeah, today. Yeah, so that's cool. We survived on the day. That's nice. That's not bad. You say we'll let down our ancestors. Well, one of the ancestors are the coach still, so you know. I don't know. But anyways, you know, I'm not going to be, I'm a real football fan, and as a football fan, I'm not going to really talk too much about a match I never really watch. You know, I'm tune in and out, me say, Antonio score a wicked piece of goal. You see me? Christian Pulisic on my baller still. Oh, yeah, according to Benji, it was a screamer, so I need to check the highlights. But again, though, me say, as always, throughout the qualifiers, we let in a goal or whenever after let in. Me say as a defensive blunder. But, you know, we live and we learn. But, mama, I know people should still tap out. Is hashtag tap out, still a thing, seeing that we survived? I don't know. But what I believe, though, I feel like JFF, if none of you hear me, reggae boys, everybody who are fans of reggae boys, I think it's full time we stop celebrating mediocrity. Yeah, we survive and me I run. And we are run joke about it. Yes, Shannon. Man, I really think. I know we survived today, but we really should have won that match still. If you really know anything about football, that is not even anywhere close to US's strongest team. Zine? So, but anyways, you know, congrats, I guess, you know. But speaking of good news, just here say we get new curfew hours. Yeah. You know, the Honorable Prime Minister, bro, God himself, you know, gave us another hour. So curfew now 9 p.m. That's good. You see what going on, people? If we just behave ourselves, you know. I don't know what normal is, but if we just behave ourselves, you know. Yes, Shannon. Yes. All right. So Shannon is still quite disgruntled. He's saying, with SOEs and the curfew, might as well give a little leeway. So I get probably. But the best thing though, Benji, I mean, I encourage all Bridge Nation for you, I say. So the curfew orders, this new curfew orders end December 10th. You know what's December 10th, Bridge Nation? He say December 10th is my Earth Strong. So I encourage all Bridge Nation, all bridge builders, everybody who listen to the streets according to Shelz. Shannon say it's going to be a lockdown there. Please, people, please. Let's just behave ourselves and just, in all seriousness, let's just continue to stay safe. See? Next topic, oh man, I just said I want to pop up. We see what we're going with the sister in Lila Ike. We hear what we're going. Social media users, were left in a bit of a frenzy. A Sunday gone? Really? I'm just saying. Well, they were left in a bit of a frenzy, in a series of cryptic tweets. And, Instagram live video surfaced, when Lila revealed, she felt unsafe and, was being blackmailed because of her sexuality. Now, may I tell you something first off, Bridge Nation. If you don't know nothing about me, all of the team at Bridge 99 can tell you. It's Shelz, me mind my business, It's a man says. So the first thing, thank you, Benji. So the first thing what did actually pop out at me was that everybody was focusing on the whole sexual orientation thing. When I said that, I said, alright. You see me, I say? You see me? But then when I did my own research, if you can say that, I'm gonna see the things what are going on. I can really say still, For those close to Lila, just go and be there for her. You see me, I say? Cause I don't know about Uno, but when people's lives feel threatened, I know nothing for laugh about, I know nothing for joke about. So regardless of sexual orientation, you see me, I say? So please, Lila, if you hear this, Lila team, Lila family, Let's go on with the faith, isn't me? The music will always speak for itself. So go on with strong sister. Now, man, I have to let that out because you don't know really that's still, Benji, a real thing. So for hear what she go through, it rough, isn't me? For somebody who's very private as well, isn't me? Anyways, let's get the show. I'm saying we can push on with the show, scene. Now, there's another one, Mobo. Nominees. The first I hear about this, I'm not going around, You see me? I'm not go around it. I live under a rock sometime, but here we go on, people. Dancehall and reggae artists like Lila Ike, Popcorn, Sean Paul, Shensia, Skilly Bang, and Spice is set to receive, these are nominations, right? Yeah, for this year's title of Best Reggae Act at the Music of Black Origin Awards. Oh, that's what MOBO stands for. Okay. And that's for their music for the year. So, but it makes sense still, because you really them nominees, them put in the work. Them really put in the work and wave the flag on the genre high overseas. You see me? So, enough respect. You see me? Yeah, and my sister, them I say, yeah. They say, oh, yeah, so, yeah. Oh, Skilly get nominated for best, this international act. Oh, going up against hip-hop chart toppers like, Drake. Yeah, I can't say Kanye, guys. It's not Kanye anymore. It's Ye. Get with it. Well, it's for the music as Kanye when he was Kanye. Okay. Oh, so it's for the music as True, Shannon. That makes sense. But yeah, Doja Cat. I love Doja. Lil Nas X, Megan Thee Stallion, amongst others. So, Skilly, you see, do your thing, my G. That's nice. Awards are set for December. So just look out for that, people, and show our strength. You see me? As I said, them people are putting the work and wave the flag high. Zing. But anyways, tonight's topic is a very interesting one. The topic tonight is, should paternity tests be compulsory at birth to help reduce this whole jacket vibration what we are seeing in our society? Ah, jeez, Benji with the sound effects. Wait, tell the people. Hey, alright, so a while ago was a little segment with the guys called Shelz Trends. Now we are getting at the meat of the matter right now. It's the Shelz views upon this topic. Same? So again, should paternity tests be compulsory, at birth? Birth, right? To help reduce this jacket pandemic. Now, everybody think, easily, people. No, honestly, I don't think it should be compulsory, I tell you the truth. What I do believe, however, is that it should be, it should actually be an option that's presented to both parties involved, and no, not right after birth in hospital when the woman, bro, nah, come on, you see me? I said, but perhaps it could be on a form that, you can sign a form, both mother and the possible father would have to fill out, you see me? Or, probably when they sign, when they must sign the child's birth certificate, right before the male offers his signature, he should be presented with a choice of doing a paternity test, before becoming obligated to take care of this child. That's just me, Also, uh, I said allow the mother to present the the eligible character. Yeah, shut up. Hey, we're getting into that. But what I want to know, what if it was, mandatory? What would the cost be like? Can people afford it? I don't know. These are just things that we have to kind of consider. But then, even though I have that perspective, I have to sit on meds, why would people want it to be mandatory? You see me? Well, I'm not yet a father, you see me? But if you look at the mentality, or you pre the mentality that a man develops after his child is born, it's mind blowing. You understand what I'm saying? For men, when you see them youth born for the first time, there's like this renewed sense of purpose. You see me? It's like an unbreakable level of determination. A renewed sense of pride. Oh, you don't know men and the pride thing and the ego thing going. You don't know, ladies don't know it go. So just imagine a man developing all of that mindset. You see me? Only to hear that the mother of the child intentionally lied to him. Lied about being the father of the child. What are the Benji? Not to mention, if they're married, Zane, or you already start raise the child as your own. So when you really pre like that, you have to say, I understand why, in this case, are probably mostly men. I don't really know the stats who really for it or against it, but you can kind of understand why men would want this kind of safeguard against this type of manipulation or galipulation in this case. But enough little convos me see a pop up. Me hear people are asking, should women feel yes, it's important when we fall from and follow the unruly thesaurus. We can't say certain words, you know what I mean? But anyways, when I read up on the discussion and thing now, I see a lot of questions that pop up. One of them that struck me was like, should women feel disrespected if a man asks for a paternity test? Hear me, no? No disrespect. I'm gonna try not be as funny. Why? Hilarious with this. It's quite simple, If there's nothing to worry about, then there shouldn't be a problem. See me, I say? I mean, Benji, that's the same protocol women have when they must search their man's phone. So, I mean, I don't see why not. You see me, I say? I'm just saying, if there's nothing to hide, another thing that pop up was will the compulsory testing lessen the chance of domestic abuse? Alright, let me just get serious because it's a very touchy subject. First and foremost, my heart goes out to anybody, who's been affected by domestic violence. You understand what I'm saying? However, it must be said that I don't think it will lessen the chances of domestic violence because you can't really predict how a person, or in this case a man, would react if he's told he's not the father of the child. Like, you just hear me mention the mindset where the man developed. You understand me? I like hear a case where how this even pop up in the first place is like US, when you go for like immigration thing and I go for them thing, they have for the DNA test when you file for pitney. You can imagine you have filed for this youth and then all of a sudden you hear say no. Yeah, so I don't know if it would lessen the domestic violence thing. Different strokes for different folks. But yeah, that's just my vibration point. But in conclusion, this jacket business is kind of getting out down. Me and say this, well, me not here say it's a fact. This are going long before enough people born. You get that? You see that? So, and I heard that the stats are beyond belief. It's like almost like the ultimate scam. You understand what I say? Personally, I would love to understand the mindset behind some of these women. The women who come up with the decision to hide the truth from their partners. Of course, you don't know, it's easy to say, to find the negative reasons. Like, she getting bun, or, she had tried trap him or whatever. But are there any reasonable reasons for a woman to lie about, who the real father is? That's someone we really want to know. Maybe some traumatic experience. I don't know. You know what I mean? But the reality is, when it comes to childbirth or affairs of the birth, I don't think men have many laws or measures to really protect them. You know what I mean? Apart from condoms, of course. But you have to just say, we're preing the affairs of an innocent being, a baby. And it's really important to me, me feel already about this, that both parents play a part in his or her life. However, if a male is not the father of said child, I think he deserves the right to choose whether he sticks around or not. And Benji, you don't know the thing going on. You have someone out there play a hero, you know. You see me? A man out there play a hero, you know, brother. He will say, yo, no matter what, stick with our help until we find the guy, or this baby already touched my heart a certain way, I'm gonna stick around. Or you have a man to say, yo, I'm out. So yo, people, let me know the feel about this topic. You know what I mean? Should paternity tests be compulsory at birth? You see me? Reach out to me on the Bridge 99 FM on Instagram and let me know what I'm going. But until then, it's a break. So forward. Yes, sir. Yeah, people from here, the bad instrumental, you don't know, so this is the streets according to me. Your boy Shelz. I don't know, people were talking about the topic, we're reasoning about the topic. Should a paternity test be compulsory at birth to help reduce this whole jacket rate, which is a real thing, people? Now, I could not do this topic, do this reasoning without hearing from the streets. Me and the streets bad me up say a long time when I follow the streets and talk to them. So people, we have some vox pops. So let me hear what the people have to say about this topic. Run it.
DNA paternity test is very indeed important, as it will reduce or stop this whole heap of spreading of all these jackets we're not so fitting.
Them something so like, man, I watch too much Jerry Springer, but I understand why they want to make it mandatory still, because boy, someone want to put some youth on some man and not give them the father, and then the real father don't even know so the youth exists. So it kind of wrong. It wrong in one sense. That people kind of wrong.
I mean, if a girl like get one and at the end of the day you choose to find out, well, I just say go still, just take care of the next one youth.
To answer that question there, with what going on in nowadays society and them female and my youth, and this jacket rate we have soared to new heights, but I don't know how go on. Me feel like say them can mandate it for your time, you see me, or just mandate it. You see me, cause the world now better and we want to see some positivity in this, you see me.
I think so. I think it would have a very effective result, especially in the fact that it's reckless behavior, and the point of a jacket, in my opinion, or how I see it, is that people choose to make this decision because they don't want to take responsibility to their actions. Why are we even doing that to our partners in the first place? You know what I mean? We need to protect our men, and we also need to protect just the futures of people, because when we have a child, it's a very, very permanent thing.
Make it be a choice, not to be mandatory. Suppose a man now I know say, yo, the youth and the youth and a feed. Yeah, man, I say. Have to make people live their life, man. Watch too much TV, too much excitement. Yeah.
So I believe it is a thing that should happen. I believe it's a step in the right direction.
I don't know, it seemed kind of obvious to me, but if the man finds out the baby isn't his, he's going to feel deceived and then hurt the mother and the child anyway, either by abandoning them or actually hurting them. And then the biological father isn't there, so him not gonna help anyway. And then the next problem is, how much a paternity test even cost?
A paternity test should be compulsory.
Jacket them need father too, you know. Suppose the real father now want to take care of the baby. If you allow things make it be, man. My gosh.
Yo, we have to love the Bridge Nation, though. We have to love the Bridge Nation. Very, very, very interesting points there. You see me? And some people say, oh, make it mandatory. Some say, oh, no, give people a choice. I love it. I love the vibration. I love that the discussion is happening. And it's amazing. But we're going to continue our reasoning here tonight. And I'm very excited, to see that I have these lovely guests with me. Firstly, wow, Mrs. Patricia Duncan Sutherland, People's National Party Women's Movement President. When I heard that you'd be here, I just want to say first and foremost, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to some enlightenment, because I feel like so far my perspective has been a bit narrow, I guess, if you heard my monologue. So I'm looking forward to hearing a lot more. So thank you for being here.
And thanks for having me. I think we're going to have a nice discussion this
Thank
evening.
you. I'm looking forward to
Real
it.
reasoning.
Yeah, man. I saw it for go. Also,
yes.
Amaziah. I hope I did his name justice. Amaziah. He's a poet, an editor, a writer. But correct me if I'm wrong, one of your most important role, if not the most important, you're a father. So enough respect and thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Also, Amaziah, I'm seeing you now. I don't know if your mic unmuted. Yeah.
Okay, it
Alright,
wasn't
cool.
it wasn't on a while ago. I was
Alright.
just saying precisely, yes.
Yeah, man.
Father indeed, and you're right with all of the things that we were just a while ago, writer, actor, artist,
Yeah.
poet, the whole 9 yards,
Enough
creative
respect.
being, so to speak.
Enough respect, man. And thank you for being here as well. Mrs. Duncan Sutherland, let me just start quickly with the obvious thing. Should a paternity test be mandated at birth?
I don't think so. I think that the state doesn't have any business in people's bedrooms. I mean, if you choose a monogamous relationship, that's your choice. If you choose a polygamous relationship, that's your choice. And how that works out for the two of you in your relationship and how you deal with your trust is between two persons in a bedroom. And the idea that it was put forward as a way to solve the issue of domestic violence
Yeah, I hated that
is
too. I never
quite
liked.
ridiculous,
Yeah, I never
because
liked
the
that.
issue of domestic violence is not that the woman has done something wrong. The issue of domestic violence is that the person who is committing violence, or the man has done something wrong, the person who is committing the act of violence does not understand how to control themselves and how to manage themselves in a situation where they either feel betrayed or feel angry.
Right. Well said. Amaziah, same question to you. You're a father. Enough respect to you doing your thing. Would you have liked a paternity test to be mandatory when your child was born?
Well, I never had that reason because I don't know. I had a partner who I trust so very much
Right.
then. We're not together now, but I never had an issue with her. But as it relates to how we see people in our society today, I would agree and say yes, it should be, done, because it shows in today's world, people are not so trustworthy, and people be cheating here, there, and everywhere. And at the end of the day, a man would want to know if that child is his indeed.
Right.
So me support and say yes.
Well, my producers are asking though. I'm like, would you like it to be done right at the hospital though, as soon as the baby is delivered? You think that's ethical?
At the initial stage, whoa. Whenever did I look on it like that, so right at the hospital. But me still gonna go with the same thing when we say yeah.
Yeah.
Cause at the same time, a one will feel comfortable in himself. There are some men, because for me, if that was the case, not like me would have say, yo, me I go done with the BR, me I go just, not try help take care of the child, because it all depends on what we had or what we have. You get what I say? So some people will look on the whole thing differently. It's the mindset of people. Their actions are triggered by them think. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes it can be a rather shocking situation, but at the end of the day, me still I say yes, it should be done.
Right. Mrs. Duncan Sutherland, I mentioned earlier in my monologue, and Amaziah said it a while ago in some of his points, where he said, just in case, like in a situation where the woman has done the man wrong, cheating or whatever the case may be. I saw your face a while ago. The question the question I'm asking is, are there any, I mentioned it in my monologue, are there any, I wouldn't say positive, but a lot of the reasons have been negative as to why a woman would lie to her partner and stuff like that. Give the jacket.
Or maybe she didn't lie. Maybe she doesn't know.
Oh, that's what I want to know. Are there any reasons apart from the traditional, she give bun and all that stuff, for reason for a woman to say, you know what, let me withhold this information?
Or most times I think they don't know. I don't think they in most cases it might be purposeful, but even if it is purposeful, let's just look at the statistics. But there the ratio of men to women in the world is 1-to-1. So you see, if man I give bun, woman I give bun. Let's just be practical. So it's not a new situation where woman I give bun. Man and woman I give bun in all over the world from time immemorial. You understand?
Yeah.
This is not a new situation. So if you choose a monogamous relationship with your partner, as I choose with mine, I choose to trust. The minute I'm not trusting, I'm going to leave that relationship. So having that paternity test mandatory at birth is almost like saying, if a woman is not monogamous in a relationship, and if there's a possibility of lack of monogamy, then something wrong with the woman. You know what I mean? And I don't believe so. I don't believe it would equal to something wrong with a woman. If you as a man do not trust, or you know that you have agreed to a polygamous relationship, because some people agree to polygamous relationships.
Right.
They might have some fancy word for it now, I may not even remember them, but all like, because you look like you're in foreign, you might remember them because you're in foreign and you're a poet and you're an artist. Because you look wrap up tight.
Yeah, me in New York, I'm really cold, even though me there inside. So, but here I go now, Patricia, as I hear you, elaborate on the topic. I'm from the Garrison community, and I can tell you, me not disrespect to get a girl, them, but me can tell you, say, some of them do road, and when Mr. do road, they mean them from relationships.
I just watched a TikTok with a young lady talking about how the fact that she grew up as a girl who sleep around in her community, everything, and she don't know how other girls who used to do it, make them daughters come up to do it as well. So we know that those are realities of life, but it's not just in the community too, just so you know, okay?
Yeah, we see it repeat here and everywhere, even in the States. I have even a short movie called Easter Bun, and it really talks about me couldn't find the bun in my and neither my mom, but I could find it to give girl, and that girl take the same bun and I give her next man. While you don't know from me just could have find. I'm getting $10,000 for the month, for the week, yeah? And every week when we get $10,000, I could have split it in a half. Thinking me I do my best. And that's what the short movie talks about. And me giving her my half, she did want more. She find a man who just gave her 10 grand one time, and she just give it up to him. After that, now him con her, and him conning her, him just disappear like smoke in thin air. Then after him gone, she move on to her next man. So sometimes this and that's it's not just a show me just make me just talk about woman and give bun. It talks about what people are going through in our everyday lives. And sometimes that female sometimes get confused. And sometimes some of them spitefully, some of them no. And decide, say, hey, me not give him because he's not financially stable.
But what about the man? What about the man in that situation who is also giving bun?
Yeah, he might give bun, but at the end of the day, remember, it's the female who are going to get pregnant.
Yes.
So and? she should have made the whole effort to make sure she protect herself because when...
So no. So when man is having baby out there, why the man not wearing a condom?
That's what I said.
And you should really be wearing a condom because diseases.
There it is.
So everybody should be wearing a condom unless you're ready to have baby.
So
Mrs. First.
So hold on, allow me to interject. So Mrs. Duncan Sutherland,
yes.
Who is this proposed compulsory thing protecting? Because is it protecting men?
I don't know.
Because
the idea was to protect the woman from being beaten by the man, because then when them get the jacket, the man them want to beat the woman. But
not necessarily beat.
That will protect them. That was the purpose of the proposal in Parliament.
Yeah, right. Wait, what you think, Amaziah? What you think? It's true though. That's why it was proposed though. So I just want to know who is it protecting? Is it protecting just the man? Is it fair that it's only protecting the man and just casting aspersions? I would not say
just the man. I would say both because I mean it everybody handle them situation different, and it both can hurt emotional wise, not just physical perspective. So I think both.
But I think actually it would be, if you're going to protect anybody, it more than likely is a child if there's an issue with paternity with the child, or the child feeling betrayed, because the child would be the only person in that case who would have had no control over the situation whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's only the child. But I'm just saying to you, if I'm a child and I grow up and I know you as my father and you as my mother, I love you as my father and my mother.
True,
right?
true.
So that I'm not really looking for the DNA test. You understand? The DNA test only come into play now if I don't love you or you have not looked after me and we have not developed a bond, and I say like, who is my, or I've not, and no father has been named for the perspective of the child. But when you come back to the man and the woman, the issue here is really a very misogynistic view that says that when a man cheats on a woman, it's okay, but when a woman cheats on a man, it's really terrible. And it's not true.
I think also most of those cases is really a man and a woman, not in like, you know, another bona fide relationship. So some of them things that occurs. And when a man or a woman thinks that, you know, me dead for this person, she did a liar with me, or him did a liar with me. And then at the end of the day, them find out the shocking news. You know, some people just don't know how to deal with it. When we are not in when my baby mother did left me, I'm going to find out because we do 11 years and me swear, say, when we get called and information, say, yo, you know, say this is going and that, me say, yo, I can't trust my woman for going away in a world. But, and me that say, me don't understand how somebody that want to kill themselves. Me not say me that go kill myself, but me reach to the case which part me start think a bag of things. And then every song we start play on the radio.
It's like a year life.
Talk about cheating and it just start affect me. And me have to just, you know, find myself and just, you know, understand what it is. The fact that I read a lot and I understood whole heap of things where life is concerned, me would not put myself in jeopardy, especially when Mr. say, you know, two of the most beautiful persons on earth were my kids. Me after they after them.
Preach. All right, hold on.
And she's the mother of your children, and you once loved her.
There it is.
Yes.
Hold on, let's just pause right there.
But you know what I think
Mrs. Duncan Sutherland?
Really though.
Mrs. Duncan Sutherland? We're going to take let's hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. That's a quick break. People, the vibe is nice. I'm here with Mrs. Patricia Duncan Sutherland, PNP Women's Movement President, and Amaziah, poet, editor, writer, and a strong father, where reason both should, you know, paternity tests be mandated at birth. We're so far. We'll take a quick break.
It's The Bridge, 99 FM.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, people, you don't know, you know, from here, the bad instrument, I know that this is the streets according to me, your boy Shelz. And tonight we are reason about the topic, you know, should a paternity test be mandated at birth to reduce this whole jacket vibration within our society? I'm joined by the powerful and lovely Mrs. Patricia Duncan Sutherland, PNP Women's Movement President, and the General himself, Amaziah, poet, editor, writer, actor. The man is just a born creative, and the biggest creation in guess you can say is that he's his children. This is our father, you know. Mrs. Duncan Sutherland, I cut you off when we were heading to break. You can just continue with your thought.
No, I wanted to make a point because Amaziah made a big point. When he found out that his relationship was not going how he expected it to go. He found out his girl was cheating on him. And because of his own education and because of his own exposure, although he had a lot of terrible thoughts even about himself, he was able to overcome it. The big issue that we have in Jamaica is that we have not really taught our children and our people how to relate to each other as man to woman, how to respect each other, how to respect each other's choices, even if they don't feel comfortable for us, even if it means that it feels like it's betraying us. We don't know how to resolve those issues. And so for me, the biggest thing we need in Jamaica right here, so we call state of emergency with army on the ground. We need an army of social workers on the ground. We need people in the communities reasoning with the young people in the school, the teenagers, talking to them about real things about relationships, not just about you should only have one man or you should only have one woman, but what happens if you do not choose to, and what are the results of those choices, and what happens if you choose to, and then how do you help if you choose a monogamous relationship? How do you use, what are the techniques you use to make sure you stay faithful, etc., etc.? Teach people how to live good lives. It is possible.
I agree.
As you mentioned that, as you mentioned that, and you said, we need to have people on the ground. I think some of our entertainers are the responsibilities for the action of some of these people. And some of them say, it's just a musical thing, but what we put out there as entertainment, people absorb that, and then the action, is triggered from that. So, most of the contents them with them are produced and are put out now, it talks about multiple sex partners. It talks about, the whole, you hear them on the radio every day and see them on even the YouTube. And I think most of our kids, especially now, because when we were younger, we never have much access to, social media. And now everything depends on social media. So now that people are not so educated as it relates to understanding life, and I think most of them ignorant, it triggers these types of behavior. So, it's very important, as you mentioned, we should have people to talk to our youths. And that's our the poets.
Our people too in the communities, because there are a lot of men and women who are getting very, you talk about the transactional part of relationships, that it has become so important now because people poor. So money, like all money, just like rise to the top. One time it used to rise to the top, how you make me feel good. One time it used to rise to the top, oh boy, me like reason with you, me like go out with you, me and you like to do the same things. But now it's how much money you can give me.
Precisely.
And it becomes a more transactional thing, our relationships. I want to find a way to change that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, Mrs. Duncan Sutherland, let's just say this whole thing does get mandated, right? I'm definitely with you that it shouldn't be. I'm not afraid to say that, because I'm a little young and thing, so when I have no youth and thing. But I think I would love to have the choice, speak with my lady, and them like a thing there. Well, let's say it gets mandated. When it comes to paternity testing, should a woman, have a say? And what if she decides that she doesn't want her man to take a paternity test? Is that an issue?
Well, if it's mandatory, she wouldn't have a choice. I don't believe she should have to. But I also do believe if a man is named on a birth certificate there and he says, I do not believe I'm the father, all right, that he should have the option to do the DNA test. But that's an option, and that's his choice, right? And he shouldn't have to go to court to get the DNA test done. He should be able to say, I'm being named. I would like a DNA test before my name is put on the birth certificate.
Right. Now,
not make it mandatory. That would be his choice.
Right.
And then that is because of their own trust issues or whatever in their relationship.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Amaziah, she said they are foreign and thing, explain to me how the cold and them vibration there. Now, this whole thing really pop up on my radar because I never knew this. You see me? I never knew this, that when it came to like filing for youths, Jamaica, we believe in a filing and them thing there for family members and things.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear like in the streets when I reason with my brethren them used to say them hear stories like that where through the filing thing, them find out say after all these years, this youth and a mine. You understand what I mean, sir? How would that make you feel? What advice you have to give to men in situations like that? And is it fair for the states to even have a rule? I mean, for them country, don't get me wrong, but is it a fair assumption? Because let's say, what is the process like? Because if it's not my child, can I still file? What's the file? Is the filing process going to take longer? What's it like? I don't know if you know, but I'm just asking.
Well, I have an idea about that. Sorry, but
Okay.
after you answer, I have
Okay,
an
sure.
idea.
Thank you.
Well, I'll allow you to answer because the legal aspect of that I would not know.
Right.
Me just come up here like 2 weeks ago, so me
Right.
just a visit, and
Yeah.
the I have known persons
Mhm.
who decide another in this case it wasn't the parent filing for the child, it was like the child filing for
parent.
them father.
Right.
And when everything got through, the money spent, the paperwork, the whole 9 yards, at the end of the day, he was not her dad. And it really sad. If you know, say all your life you grew up thinking that this person was your father. For me, if me look on you as my father, me still gonna call him my daddy, but
Exactly.
me still would want the right to know some mommy what go on right there. So I
Exactly.
mean, you need to explain something because I would want to know my real dad.
Right.
You get to me and say still will have respect for the person who fathered me.
Right.
Because you don't really have to be biologically, attached to me, say yes, me still I call them a dad. So, everybody deal with things differently, but that's just my perspective. Miss Duncan,
Yeah.
Sutherland, as you were saying.
Yes, please.
No, man, no problem. I was the chair of the adoption board some time ago.
Okay.
So some cases came to me. The same issue where in the US they are trying to migrate. They do the test and they get a DNA test that says they're not the father. And in many cases, the fathers adopted the children so that they could carry them.
Oh.
Okay.
So
So
there's
it
a
can work
solution.
through adoption.
You could
Okay.
work it through adoption. And for those adoptions, we made sure that those went through very quickly because those families wanted to stay together. There's also something I want to tell you,
Right.
that sometimes because the DNA test, it was fairly new, and there's a cheaper one and a more expensive one. Sometimes the cheaper one can be wrong.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
And so you redo it and then you find out that it is right.
So you have seen cases where the DNA test been done and it was incorrect?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
hold on a second.
It's a cheap test kit. Kind
Okay,
of thing.
So hold on. That means so then you have some father who them never really want mind the picture from them here say, and after them just done with it.
Yes, there's
Now
also
knowing
that
so the
case.
test could be redone.
Yes. So, but that's why I said these are not things I don't believe that the state should be mandating. The state should be, you understand? The state must facilitate people living good together. The state must facilitate if they find out that something is not going right in their relationship, that they can go and test it, but not to mandate that the paternity test must be done and who is going to be named as the father. You're getting into people's business now.
No, I do, clearly comprehend, understanding more about this whole thing.
Same.
Because me just look upon it from a perspective that, the man for know him picnic, but understanding the whole 9 years about it now, I get a clearer vision.
Same.
Man. And the truth is, if you want to prevent jackets, you
so
have
to
to
get to
try
that
and mandate that women can only sleep with one man at a time. And me want to know how you're going to mandate that now. That man they do that, but they couldn't go to all of
That cannot be mandated because she's still a one man to date.
That's correct. And then you could go to all of, you could go down to New Kingston, man with a vet. So that can't mandate.
All right.
So
all right. No.
Sometimes if you stay out of people's business, that's not the state's business.
I really like. Oh, you did start that, Mrs. Duncan. So you really just kick off with that by saying the state should just stay out of people business in that regard, because it's true. It's really a family issue. You know what I mean? Because I know it's unfair to me, and I'm going to ask a question now. It's unfair of me who don't have a child, but you see that relationship. I don't know. You see me. I have pets, right? And I know it's a weird thing, but like when you see that baby, even if it's not yours, wow, them ask me more DNA from my pets. Don't leave me alone. I'm just trying to relate here. What I'm trying to say is,
I know you're trying to relate to your pet.
Yeah,
not quite a good. Yeah, it's not a good analogy to use,
but
really.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks. But what I want to know is for men in the society who's been affected by this jacket mentality, because it's a lot. I don't know who is affected more. Is it the man or is it the child? Where
Or is it the woman?
or there it is. Well, to speak about the men who are affected by this mentality. Do you have any advice for them, Mrs. Duncan Sutherland?
Listen, if you are in a relationship with a person, as you had said, and I'm not pronouncing your name right now, it's Abanaya? Amaziah.
Precisely.
Right. If you are in a relationship with your partner and you trust your partner, enjoy that relationship for the time that you do, and enjoy everything that comes out of that relationship. If you find reason to stop trusting your partner, know that you can't change, nothing changes the fact that what you had was something good between the two of you. Right? But then if your trust is broken, it is now the time to move on. But it doesn't change the fact that you have now grown to love your child, whether you are and let me put it like this, the sperm donor for that child or not. You are the father for that child. I have an adopted brother. Does he make it less my brother because the sperm that created him and the egg that created him is not my father or my mother's sperm and egg? It doesn't make it any less. He's not any less my brother. He's my full brother. We've grown up together. We have all of our experiences together. We share our family moments together. We share our dreams together. It's the same for you as a man.
Agreed.
Same for you as a man.
Amaziah, really to your reason. You see me? And even you as well, Mrs. Duncan Sutherland, love the real street mentality and just the relatability. But Amaziah, I want to tell the truth. I can tell you believe in the elevation of mindset for our people.
Yes.
Can we realistically elevate above this jacket mentality?
It will, as Duncan Sutherland said, we need to have people on the ground. It will take some long and hard work to get this on a level where we can look past that, because the mindset the mindset level of the people now is somewhat deteriorating, and I think we need to start, put it up. Just like, all right, you see how them step up with the C19 commercial, even a foreigner, it's like 5 minutes not past, I'm going to hear it. So we have to start, educate our people about, the importance of life and family, the importance of relationships, the importance of learning how to reason, how to respect, and how to trust a partner. And you hear me not come in with love yet, because we have to start off with the RRT, the reason, the respect, and the trust. Because if you can't reason, the respect not go there. And if you don't respect the person, you can't trust the person. So people have to just learn how to just practice truth from the initial stage. And that's just how me see it.
Wow. Perfect.
You two, are you too young to remember the campaign? I'm pretty sure you are. Two is better than too many. Long ago in Jamaica, we thought that women were having too many children. Well, we were actually. Our population was growing too fast. And we did a campaign, two is better than too many. And we put social workers on the ground, we put nurses on the ground to go and talk to people about, that is when them just introduced the first time you hear about, what do you call it? Birth control. They used to call it Pearl. Pearl was the brand. And at the time we had some condoms. The first time you hear about condom, I don't remember what the condom did name.
Right.
But it was introduced and everybody was encouraged to use condoms and to take birth control. It was a very successful campaign. It took about 5 years, but we changed the mindset about Jamaicans. And then Jamaicans started choosing when to have children.
Well, that's a perfect note. And, Mrs. Duncan Sutherland and Amaziah, the people in the streets that protest and say, we need to stretch out the show and make the show a little longer, because I find it a pleasure learning from you guys and every guest who's been on the show so far. Thank you so much.
Before the show done, hold on, before it done, more so one quick little poem as it relates to, domestic violence and all these things, because
you have to make it,
let me know if me can
you have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds, Amaziah. You can do
30 seconds. All right. Come sad and sulky because Roy always made her cry. He was too busy being a boisterous bully plus a sour, selfish guy. She was somewhat bewildered as tears rained from her weeping eyes. Her relationship wasn't smooth sailing, so she told him goodbye. He yelled, hey, if you ever leave, damn, you're gonna die. I'm the one who makes you and I'll break you, so go on if you want to try. The nosy neighbor from next door shouted, somebody called police. She was by her usual spot at the zinc fence where she peeped. Mary was too busy taking a selfie to share a Facebook post. So to start recording and virally shared it most. The preaching pastor came praying, but counsel never worked. Pam ran away the following day when Rob was out for work. She later found Dick, who gave her firm attention. She enjoyed having sex, but oops, no protection. Few months later, she was pregnant. The baby father was around. Her mind went googling, but Dick was never found. Billy shortly took her up and offered for her to be his bride. She was more than delighted and promised never to leave his side. He thought he was the baby's father. Happiness displayed evidently in his eyes. Billy felt silly when he found out it wasn't so and later commit suicide. Pam never had good education. She sold back juice to make ends meet. Few months after she gave birth, she was selling her body on the streets. Life journey get intricate. She prayed and said, oh God, I can't take no more. A year after, she bought a car. So, hey, man, not gonna further. It's on YouTube. Check it out, my people.
Hey,
I will check it out
people,
for real.
check out Amaziah, man. Yo, people, that
Yes,
was,
yes.
you know, that has been. And now, you made me drop out on my chair. Wow. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Patricia Duncan Sutherland, PNP Women's Movement
Right,
President.
yeah.
Amaziah, big bad poet. Enough respect. Check him
Yes,
out on
yes.
YouTube,
Miss
people.
Duncan Sutherland,
Enough
thanks
respect.
for being here among this, lovely bridge.
Yeah,
Big
man. Enough
guys,
respect. Enough respect,
Shelz,
guys.
Big respect for
Thank
having
you,
me.
man.
Big up all of the fans them all across the globe. Abby
Thank
Abs,
you.
Van,
Thank
everybody
you.
from the
We have
Bridge
to go
Nation.
close out. We have to
Spanish
close out.
Town, Jamaica. Big up on yourself. Enough respect.
All right.
Phil
Thank
from
you. Enough
Canada.
love. Enough
Mother,
love.
father,
Always.
everybody. Big
Enough
respect.
love. That has been a lovely, lovely show. This has been The Streets According to me, your boy Shelz. Enough love and respect. See you guys next week.